So I was scrolling through YouTube the other day and something interesting caught my eye. It was a game jam announcement from Brackeys. Now I knew what a game jam was, but I just never signed up for one, partially because I felt like my skills weren't good enough to create a competent game, let alone do it in less than a week. But you know what? The curiosity got the better of me and I clicked the link in the post. So I was greeted with an itch.io page and the theme was Let There Be Chaos. And the first thing that popped into my mind was a game about cooking, as being a cook or a waiter can be really stressful and chaotic. So that was my idea. All I had to do now is make a game about cooking and try to recreate that chaotic feeling. There was only one problem, which was, well, I only knew how to work in Unreal Engine good enough to make a game in such a time constraint. So I looked at the rulebook and, well, yes, any game engine was allowed. I first needed to think of what exactly I wanted to do, as I knew that with this being my first game it would suck, like really suck, and it did. So I just went with the first idea I came up with without considering any of the fun or gameplay mechanics, as I already knew it was gonna be a trash game. And well, the first thing that I thought of was the whole game would revolve around you taking orders and delivering food. If you fed a customer, he would leave and give you like 50 points. But on the other hand, if you waited for too long, he would become mad and rage at you for not getting him food fast enough. He would start chasing you, and your task would then be to get rid of him with the shotgun that you were given. So I hopped right into Unreal Engine and started working. First, I made a simple table model in Blender, and because I'm so goddamn good at Blender, this was a walk in the park for me. Yeah, I know you've never seen a better table in your life. It's just how it is. Deal with it. So I put it into Unreal Engine, added some points, arrows, whatever, made some lists, and now we have a working table. Now there was a problem. I had to go and make AI, and as a programmer, I hate to admit it, but I've never made AI so far. So after a couple of videos and countless hours of banging my head on the table, I managed to somehow make an AI that picks an available seat from the tables that he can find. Well, that went smoothly, so after countless of bug fixing and more banging my head against the table, I had a half decent AI. Next on my to-do list was to add orders when the guest would get to the table. I made some actors with random colors that I picked, and because I'm so goddamn good at Blender, I didn't even bother making models for the fruits, because you know me, I like a challenge. So I made them pick one of the things available and display it above their heads. And after that I made a player pickup system and made the guests only accept their order. Okay, good, so let's recap. It's day 2 out of 7 and I know that I won't be able to program the last 2 days of the challenge. So that gives me 3 more days to program, and all I had to show was some people running around the block asking me for some fancy colored cubes. Fuck me. Oh, and yeah, I had fancy color cube dispensers. So I had to step on it. The next whole day I spent programming as fast as I could, just so I could focus my last 2 days on quality control and my professional Blender skills. So finally, after 2 days of work, I implemented the shotgun, made the AI chase you and kill you, partially finished the second map, made it basically blah blah blah, all the stuff you don't want to hear. So I basically did some programming and now stuff does stuff, and I lost 10 years of my life just on bug fixing and hitting my head against the wall. So I decided to leave a sign saying exactly that. Now all I have to do is make one of my friends play this monstrosity and tell me what needs to be fixed. So with 1 day to go and a full list of things to fix, I hopped onto the head bashing train early in the morning in the hopes that I would finish it fast. So a couple of hours later and I finished the project. I spent 2 more hours figuring out how to upload the project and add it to the game jam and making a cool little trailer for the game, because you know what, I am funny. Yeah, I'm okay, I'll stop now. And I was officially done, and all I had left to do was go turn on some Doom music and relax with a cup of tea, or go rage at some bad teammates in other games. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if you're interested in that trailer that I talked about, well, it's in the description and you're just gonna have to go down there and click it. Now roll the Doom music.